It's past its best before date. Oh, I made too much food for dinner. This looks strange, I better not eat it. These are all excuses we use every day to throw out perfectly good, edible food. Every year in Europe, Germany wastes 10.5 million tonnes of food, France wastes 9.2 million tonnes, Poland wastes 8.9 million tonnes, Italy wastes 8.8 million tonnes, Spain wastes 7.6 million, Sweden also wastes 7.6 million tonnes, and Ireland wastes 1.5 million tonnes. Every year the UK wastes 20 million slices of bread, 5.2 glasses of milk, 4.4 million potatoes, and 2.2 million slices of ham. In fact, the UK wastes the most amount of food than any other country in Europe. The UK wastes 1.6 billion tonnes of food per year. Think of people who are less fortunate and would do anything for one meal. And here we are throwing out food because it looks a bit funny. Food waste can also waste water because it takes a lot of water to grow crops. Also, food waste has an impact on the CO2 levels in our air by transporting it via vans and lorries, which emit a lot of carbon dioxide. Another impact of food waste is that the food we waste ends up in a landfill where it begins to rot, and in turn this produces methane gas, which can pollute the air and cause climate change. This is all absolutely ridiculous. How can we let this happen? So food waste has many repercussions, but people don't realise how much we actually waste. The first thing we need to do is educate people more on the crisis we are dealing with. We can do this by having articles about it published in newspapers and giving worksheets and PowerPoints for schools. Next, we can begin to give advice on how we can limit the growing rate of the food mountain. For example, only buy products you need, plan ahead and try not to cook too much for family meals. Eat all your food or store for another day. Make sure to store food correctly. One of the most important things to do is to check a food's best before date. Things like milk, eggs and bread have use-by dates. These are important and should be followed to prevent food poisoning. However, best before dates are usually just guidance, and most foods will be fine for a while after its advised dates. Shockingly, many popular grocery shops will send tons of perfectly edible food straight to landfill, due to them exceeding their best before dates. We could set up a social enterprise and collect edible foods like the ones mentioned earlier that are going to landfill, and sell them at a discount price to those less fortunate than us. We could even set up a website called Best Before that would do exactly this. If you, the council, truly care about solving issues as great as this, then please, let's stop just talking about a solution, let's create one, so that we can stop food waste and in turn reduce climate change.